basic sort of thing, and people have been controlling lamps for a long time. I mean, we all have lamp switches in each house, but now we can control lamps with JavaScript, which I will. So, enough talking. I think we should dive into some code. I'm not going to show the Bluetooth thing today because it's really unreliable. I had to jailbreak the iPhone, install a custom Bluetooth library, and do all kinds of things. And every time except at home, as you saw in the video, every time I tried to demonstrate it, it kind of failed at least a lot of times. So I brought this thing here, which I'm going to explain. Now, who's familiar with the Arduino board? So I can just show it. It's not safe for work as you see it here, but basically here you see a little board. It costs like 30 to 50 euros, and you can very easily, you have these pins here, digital and analog pins, so you can trigger lights, servos, whatever. You can set digital on-off values or send a certain amount of voltage to one pin to do all kinds of things, to build basically simple robots. It's really sort of a hobby device. You program the hardware itself in C. The APIs are very simple though, so you can get started really fast. And it's really the perfect prototyping sort of platform if you want to get started with accessing hardware through JavaScript. So together with Tobias Schneider, I started this project called Arduino.js, which our dream is to have a JavaScript runtime actually on the board, so we don't have any, we can just write JavaScript on the processor, sort of, but that's maybe a little bit, it's going to take some time. Basically, what Arduino.js is, you have the Arduino board. Right now, I'm connecting to the Arduino through a serial USB connection. Chris Williams wrote this Node module called Node Serial, which makes your life a lot easier when you want to talk to serial ports. Then I'm using Node.js on my machine here. And then I'm using WebSockets to communicate from my phone via Node to the Arduino. So just to sort of maybe make it a bit more clear, I hope, on top we have the browser. It's communicating with the Node server through WebSockets. Node is communicating with the Arduino through the serial connection, and then Arduino can control whatever you like it to control. The nice thing about it is, so Arduino you program in C. You have APIs like digital write, analog write, and analog read, digital read. But the same APIs I now have accessible both on the server side. So within Node I can say, okay, my Arduino instance .digital write, and in the browser I have the exact same API again. We're going to look at the code in a second. So this is basically how it works. The API is the same on all levels, which makes it really easy to get started writing. The APIs we have right now, it's very basic. You see I just brought a lamp to show you that you can do it. This is far from what you actually could do. Again, on the other hand, it's just a matter of time to just implement the other APIs to do more interesting things. Right now we can do digital write, digital read, analog write, and analog read. So I'm just going to show how it works. So here, the Arduino is triggering a relay, and the relay is then triggering the 220 volt. So let's hope everything is safe. You can do really crazy things with this. You can, in a second, try it on yourself if you have a mobile phone. That's the nice thing about Node and socket connections and all that. We can all turn on and off the light. Very cool. So the light is connected here to this one. This is going through the Arduino and then here to the power socket. So here I have my beautiful interface. In no way comparable to the one we just saw for the guitar strom, but it's just to make a point that it works. So here I have a button, and I turn it on, and I can turn it off. And here, there's like another on-off switch, but like a push button. Let's build a little disco light, like turning the lamp on and off. So what I will have to do, on is false. Let's hope this goes well. Interval. mean, it's you know, it's very, very, very fundamentally basic stuff here. But again, you see how simple the APIs are in JavaScript, and extending it and making it more functional is just a matter of actually doing it. So I don't know how sturdy these lamps are, but we can try to clear into the world. Maybe try 100. Works. No smoke yet. I tried it with 10, and it crashed my computer, but I mean, why not risk it, right? So, maybe not. But this is how you see how you can make your own